Before you watch this video, make sure you've seen part 1, I'll have it linked in the description. I hope you enjoy how the story is going. On to part 2. After the villain hacking incident, BAKUGO had kept himself shut away from everyone for the past 3 days. It was the middle of summer and his friends were all getting much too worried for him staying indoors by himself while they were all out having fun. So they devised a plan. In the Cool Kids group chat. BAKUGO, you can't ignore us forever, you know. BAKUBro, we miss you, at Boomboy. Come on BAKUGO, we know you're checking your phone at least. You can't let this ruin the warmest week of the year? We have to go get ice cream, come on, please. I can't go anywhere even if I wanted to. OMG BAKUBro, you replied, I missed you, I love you bro, come back please, sobbing. Kami, dude chill. Why can't you leave anyway? What do you mean? They literally have a bodyguard sat outside my bedroom, idiots. I am the sneaky queen, if you wanna go out I can get you out, teehee. Even I'm for breaking the rules if it means getting you out that room BAKUGO, begging. Well I don't wanna go out. Really man? This is the first time we've even spoken to you in like 3 days, they all miss him. It's been so weird without you, poor Kiri. I just don't feel like it, sorry. Boomboy went offline. Ugh, we can't let him keep hiding like this, very stressed. You were the one who told us to let him deal with it alone, he is upset. Yeah, like the moment it happened? How could anyone have known he'd just go into hibernation for days? Don't blame Mina. It is odd, normally BAKUGO gets over things pretty quick and goes straight back to showing everyone who's boss. Yeah well, this is clearly a touchy subject. He didn't even tell us the whole truth about his past with Deku, but anyway, Toru, start Operation Baku Breakout, it's go time. On it? IRL. BAKUGO was lying on his bed, headphones in and blasting music, since he didn't feel like blasting his overly emo music out for everyone to hear. The date, it's the 12th, Deku's birthday is in 3 days. Why do I want to see him? Stressed. He sat up and put his head in his hands, hitting himself in anger of his own thoughts. Stupid 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 ah. He looked up in shock as his arm was grabbed mid-hit. But nobody was there. His earbuds were taken out and he frowned in panic before realization hit him and he scoffed. I don't appreciate you inviting yourself into my bedroom Toru, huff. But, it's Operation Baku Breakout? Shush though or the guard will hear you talking to me, hush hush. The girl whispered and BAKUGO rolled his eyes, picking up his phone and shutting off the music. I already told you guys I don't want to go out. Well, it's no good for you to be stuck in here. I know you feel bad for everything that happened, but that's all in the past and you can't change it. So you should try to move on. You're so different now anyway. She feels bad. You don't get it. I literally ruined his life. Whether I'm different now or not, I don't think I can fix that. And even if I could, it's not like he'd give me the chance. I think it's a little late for that, which is exactly why you should stop thinking that way. If you can't fix it, then there's no use ruining your own life in the process. You're going to be a great hero BAKUGO. Don't let a mistake from your past take that away from you, huff. It's hard. I don't feel like I deserve to be going out with you guys when Deku is stuck wherever the hell he's hiding. BAKUGO, it was years ago, you know they're not going to let me leave this room without you. BAKUGO sighed and looked over at his window, then the door. You realize we'll get in so much trouble if that guy comes in and sees I'm not here, right? You are worth it, supporting her bestie. BAKUGO smiled at that. He was lucky to have such good friends, something he wished he could have been to Deku. Fine, I'll come out, only because I know you're right, and if I don't you guys won't leave me alone, salty boy. Toru almost squealed but managed to contain herself. Right, so the plan is, I'm going to go round and distract the guard, then you can sneak out while he's away from the door. Or I could just go out the window, the way you came in? Oh, well I suppose that's also true. It wasn't hard to sneak BAKUGO out once he'd met up with everyone outside his window. They decided to go to the mall, they got ice cream and did a whole bunch of shopping. Everyone tried to cheer BAKUGO up and laugh with him, but he really was just completely stuck in his own head. The others all had fun shopping anyway, forcing BAKUGO to try on clothes so they could spoil him. He was feeling a bit brighter being out his room and surrounded by his friends. Oh my god, how does a mall make such good food? Drooling. I needed this. So excited to eat. The group had all stopped for lunch. Everyone was stuffing their faces excitedly, except for Todoroki, who was waiting for his soba to cool down, and BAKUGO, who was off in dreamland, picking at his sushi with his chopsticks. I just need to see him. I still don't understand why he stayed away when they last took me, especially now knowing he has some crazy obsession. If he supposedly loves me, then why didn't I see him even once while I was held captive? I assumed it was because he couldn't even bear to look at me. Bakugo, you haven't eaten anything yet. How are you not literally starving? Confused. Ah, sorry, I was just thinking. Huh. Just as he was about to put a piece of sushi in his mouth, his eyes caught sight of fluffy dark green hair in the distance. He shot up from the table, startling all his friends. Bakugo, what? Hey, where are you going? Shocked. I'll go after him, don't worry. Hell no, I'm coming too. Huff. Bakugo had already sprinted in the direction of green, but everyone of course chased after him. That had to be Deku, there's no one else who has hair like that. He went into the restroom. Just as he made it through all the people in the way, Todoroki was standing right in front of the door. I'm not in the mood, half and half, get out the way. Tell me what you saw. I just need to pee. Damn, can a guy not use the restroom? Everyone else caught up and surrounded him, not buying his explanation at all. Bakugo, you literally looked like you saw a ghost, and not the Toru kind. Worried. Bakugo sighed and seemed to have some sort of glare off with Todoroki. Fuck. I think I saw Deku. Just, let me go in please, nothing will happen. Even if it was him, I won't let anything happen, I swear. Please just let me go. You guys dragged me out here? Bakugo, that's not a good idea. No, maybe it is. If he's in there, he obviously wants Bakugo to go in. Maybe, it's not such a bad thing. Todoroki, are you insane? Super scared. Thank you, please let me in, I'll be back out within 5 minutes, literally begging. Todoroki hesitated before stepping aside, ignoring everyone else's protests and letting Bakugo through. You'd better not let them hurt you, humph. He scoffed and rolled his eyes, before bracing himself, taking a nervous breath and entering the restroom. Deku, it is you. Wow, I can't believe they let you in. Actually surprised. Are your friends stupid? Or do they just not care about you? Deku, please, stop with all that. Let's talk. I need to talk. Pictures don't do you justice at all. Wow. Bakugo blushed as Deku stepped closer, tilting his head and admiring him. Bakugo froze and couldn't stop himself from doing the same. He looks so different, but still the same. He's pretty. I'm so sorry I couldn't see you myself to make sure you had a pleasant stay last time. Pouty face. I understand, it was an important mission for all for one, of course, and my feelings for you could have totally messed it up. But I hated knowing you were in my home and I couldn't see you. Hates the memory. Huh? You weren't allowed to see me. I thought you didn't want to. Ah, well, he wanted us to lure All Might out for him. Taking his prodigy student was necessary, but of course our history made me a liability. Totally salty. Deku had managed to make his way extremely close to Bakugo during his ranting, close enough that his heart was racing. Deku. You wanted to talk, right? He reached out and let his finger trace Bakugo's jaw, just barely touching him. Please. He was hardly functioning, and was only knocked out of his trance by the sudden appearance of another villain he knew all too well. Kurogiri, Bakugo here is willingly coming with us. Overly sweet smile. Huh, what? No, I never said that. Oh, but you want to talk? We can't keep people out from using the restroom much longer, Ka-chan. He is getting impatient. Bakugo was thrown off hearing that nickname in person again after so many years. He hesitated, looking into the swirling purple abyss and then back to Deku's expectant stare. He won't hurt me. Fine. I'll go. Deku grinned and held his hand out for Bakugo to take. He reached forward and gulped as they clasped hands, and he was suddenly pulled through the portal. Wow, thank you for being so cooperative, Ka-chan. Happy grin. Bakugo looked around, breathing heavily and feeling a little dizzy from Kurogiri's quirk. We really couldn't have gone anywhere but here? You think I have anywhere else to go? Salty. Thank you, Kurogiri. You can go now. Sweet smile. Don't do anything rash, please. Tusk, don't think so little of me. Offended. The warp villain sighed and seemed to hesitate, before heading up some stairs and leaving the two boys alone. So what is this then? Your room? It's the basement, but yeah, sure, it's my room. Bakugo's eyes caught sight of himself across the room, seeing all those pictures stuck to the wall that Deku had sent onto the group chat. The group chat. Hey, I know I agreed to come here, it was willingly, but can I please at least let my friends know I'm not, you know, still in the restroom? Deku frowned at him, crossing his arms and sitting on his bed. You sure they won't try anything? Not convinced. If I beg hard enough, they won't tell the pros, I promise. Fine, go ahead, but if anyone shows up here I'll never forgive you. He is serious. I didn't think you would anyway, but I promise nobody will come. He pulled out his phone to see his group chat already blowing up. In the cool kids group chat. Bakugo, I told you not to let them act. Kami, calm down. OMG, he just came online. Bakugo, what the fuck happened? Geez guys, chill, we should let him explain now he's here. He feels bad. I decided to go with Deku, but it's not like they're holding me captive. Please don't hate me. Bakugo, are you stupid? I needed to talk to him. I don't need permission from you guys to go talk to someone, like chill out. He's getting mad. We're worried about you. You can't get mad at us for worrying. How dare he? Todoroki's right. You literally vanished. How were we supposed to know? Fed up. Well, you know now. I'm fine, so don't worry. Just don't tell anyone and I'll be back later. Bakugo, you're with the League of Villains right now? Super concerned. Yes, I'm with Deku. We're going to talk. Stop worrying, it's fine. This boy. I don't like this at all, but it's not like you'll listen to us, so just please, be careful. She's so scared. If you're not back in an hour we will tell All Might and Aizawa-sensei. You know that, right? Whatever, I'm going now. He shut off his phone with a heavy sigh. Trouble in paradise? Well, obviously they're not happy with me. He's salty. Tusk. I suppose it's normal for you to disappoint your friends though. He is also salty. No, I mean, not usually, I don't think. He looked around the room to avoid eye contact with Deku, who had been staring at him from the bed since they arrived. I don't get you. You say you're obsessed with me. You have these pictures stuck everywhere, but you hate me. You obviously hate me. He is upset. Deku sighed and stood up, getting close to Bakugo again. The problem is that I don't hate you, but you really hurt me. You ruined me, but I don't hate you. I want to hate you. He placed a hand on Bakugo's shoulder, dragging it down his chest and sighing again. Why do you want to hate me? Surely, if you don't, that's a good thing. We can start over? Start over? Deku brought his other hand up and wrapped them both behind Bakugo's neck, laughing softly. You think we can start over? Be how we used to be? Well, why not? I miss you. Well, I'm not the same as I was when you knew me, Ka-chan. Teehee. He teased, calling back to what Bakugo had said to him in the group chat. I know, okay, so it can't be how it was, but surely it can be better than us being enemies. I want to fix my mistakes. I think I'm unfixable? Fake gasp. He giggled and somehow pressed even closer to Bakugo, making him flush red and step back out of Deku's hold. Look, I'm just here to apologize properly and try to understand things. I'm not here for any of your obsessive stuff, just please help me understand. Deku pouted and looked up, humming in thought. I'm really sorry, okay? I need you to know that at least. I regret how I treated you and I feel so fucking awful about it. I wish I could change it, but I can't, so all I can do is apologize and hope that you'll let me try to make it up to you somehow. Bless him. Deku sat back on his bed, patting the space beside him until Bakugo hesitantly walked over and sat with him. I said I didn't hate you, but I can't seem to forgive you either. I think, I really want to, but I can't. He is confused. Deku looked genuinely upset for a moment, and Bakugo felt his heart cracking at the unexpected sincerity. I always loved you, you know? When you're a kid, feelings don't make sense. I knew you were my friend and I loved spending time with you. I thought you were so pretty. Still do. He gulped and felt himself blushing, having to look away from Deku's big eyes again. But then everyone got a quirk and you didn't, and I didn't think it mattered, but everyone else was so mean to you, and it's so stupid, Deku. I remember how I felt. I just wanted to hurt everyone who hurt you, but I got scared. I was such a coward and I didn't want to be hated too. Now he hates himself. I chose everyone else over you and I hate myself every day for that. I just want you to see that I would never do it again. I would never make that mistake now, and I want more than anything to help you. I don't want you stuck here. You deserve so much more, so much better. Bakugo looked up to see Deku's wide sparkly eyes, but the moment he looked at him, Deku looked away, wiping his tears and laughing. Your words can't fix anything. He was cut off as Bakugo turned and grabbed his hands. I know they can't fix the past, but can't they help change the future? I was a shit person, so you should hate me, but you've told me you don't, so I need to make you happy? Well, if I can, but if not, everyone at UA can. They're all the most amazing people, Deku. You deserve good people like that in your life. I'll stay out of it if you don't want me, but at least let me try and make you happy. Deku was crying by this point. His emotions were so overwhelming, he didn't know what to feel. Bakugo ran a hand through his hair and pulled him into his chest. I'm so sorry. I wish I could take all your pain away. It's all my fault. You don't deserve this at all. Deku latched onto him like he was his last hope of living, sobbing uncontrollably as all his pent-up emotions were finally let out. I know I don't deserve it, but I really hope you can try to forgive me, or at least let me start over, with the new me. You can hate the old me forever, but I'm not that person anymore. I suppose that's a lot to ask. He feels so guilty. Bakugo continued to hold Deku as his cries softened. You promised me we'd be together forever. You promised me that I was your #1 hero no matter what. The first time you were mean to me, when you told those kids that you weren't my friend, that you were forced to hang out with me. I thought it was just me imagining it. Maybe I was having a nightmare. He sniffled and sat back up, wiping his eyes and frowning at Bakugo. But it wasn't a nightmare, it was reality, and then reality was worse than any nightmare I'd ever had. Bakugo looked away. He knew he needed to hear this from Deku's side, but he already felt so guilty. He wasn't sure how he'd cope. Just when I thought there was no reason to live anymore, you were gone. My mom just pitied me every day. I was useless, but then All for One found me. He gave me a purpose, gave me my quirk. Deku snapped his fingers and little green shocks zapped about, his eyes shining as he watched it. No matter what happens, I am forever indebted to him. I would be dead if he hadn't given me a chance. I'm sorry, but he's caught. All Might beat him. He's done for. You're on a sinking ship. Deku looked up at him and Bakugo shrunk back. He was mad. You have no idea what this is like. You think I'd abandon this place just because All for One is in captivity? These guys here are my family. You'll never understand. They're bad people, Deku. They want bad things. You don't want to hurt people? You don't know me. Super mad. No matter how important you are, no matter how much my mind screams for you all the time and it fucking sucks, I won't choose you over my family. Bakugo almost felt like crying. Deku really was too far gone. It was too late. I understand. I can't choose you over mine either. I will keep working toward being the #1 hero. Then I guess that means we stay enemies. I guess it does. So disappointed. You should go. He stood up and crossed his arms, as if on cue. Kurogiri came back down the stairs. Is this really it? You're really giving up? Fuck you. I'm not giving up. Clearly our futures are total opposites. This is how it's supposed to be. Just leave. Bakugo hesitated, feeling his eyes water as he looked at Deku. He did this. He didn't say anything as he left, finding himself teleported to the back entrance of the mall he was at earlier. It felt surreal as he walked back to the dorms. Had that really happened? He'd really just gone to the villain base willingly and tried to reason with one of their biggest enemies. And now he was leaving without any progress on anything. The pros couldn't attempt an attack. He couldn't convince anyone to be good. He had achieved nothing. The moment he reached the dorms, he was swarmed by his friends. All Might and Aizawa were there too. Bakugo? Where were you? You should not have left the dorms at all. That was the whole point of a bodyguard, but for you to then leave your friends too. I'm fine. That's not the point. You broke the rules and your friends were worried sick. We all were. What happened? Nothing. I'm here, aren't I? He snapped. So clearly nothing happened. I just wanted to get out and be alone. Bakugo, your safety is our responsibility. If you had been taken by villains, it would be on us. Guilty Small Might. But I wasn't. Can I just go back to my room? He is broken. They noticed his expression and everyone froze in shock. Bakugo. Bakugo ignored everyone and went to his dorm room, leaving his teachers and friends to worry about him. Todoroki, maybe you should check on him. I don't think we should leave him alone again. It didn't help last time, concerned Kiri. If he doesn't want to talk to us, maybe he will talk to friends. I think you should. Todoroki nodded and followed after Bakugo. Bakugo? I'm coming in. When Todoroki entered the room, Bakugo was sat on his bed. He didn't move. He didn't even look over. Hey. He sat beside him anxiously. It was really unlike Bakugo to not yell at him for coming into his room, especially to be this unresponsive. You wanna tell me what happened? I don't know. I can't help him. Todoroki sighed and turned to face Bakugo properly. It's not your responsibility. If you can't help him, then nobody can, and that's his choice. He feels bad. But it is my responsibility. It's my fault he's become this way. He's one of our biggest problems and I created that. Bakugo, It was years ago, you've gotta stop this. He's a villain, and that's that. Nothing can be done. This is crazy. But you don't understand. He's a good person. He doesn't belong there, so stressed. He's hurt people, BAKUGO, whether you want to see it that way or not. He works for All for One. He is a villain. BAKUGO put his head in his hands and actually started to cry. Todoroki panicked for a moment. He'd never seen BAKUGO cry. I'm sorry. I'm such a fuck up. The BAKUGO I know would never say that. Come on, you're gonna be the #1 hero, unless you're admitting I'll beat you. Cha, yeah right, icy hot. BAKUGO sighed as Todoroki laughed. That's more like it. Hey, I know you blame yourself, and it's tough, but please know that we're all here for you. We know you're not the same person as you were back then. We don't blame you, okay? BAKUGO nodded and wiped his tears. Don't you dare tell anyone, I cried. Huff. I won't. I'll go now, but just promise me you're not going to sit in here and hate yourself. Please, this was too much. I'll try, thank you. Todoroki smiled and left the room. BAKUGO immediately laid back onto his bed and pulled on his hair. He's right, you can't fix it, so get over it. He scoffed at himself and stood up, going to take off his jacket, when he felt something in his pocket. He pulled it out and frowned. A phone number. His heart was thumping so fast as he typed in the numbers and shakily sent a text. Deku? Ah, so you found my number. But I thought you said that was it. We would be enemies and that's that? Well, I couldn't help myself. I said I wouldn't be able to choose you over my family, but what if there's a way of choosing both? Oh, what am I doing? I shouldn't even be talking to you. You're a villain. You hurt people. So conflicted. You hurt me. Ah, no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You apologized. It'll take time. I deserve that. It's fine. If I can forgive you, and we can maybe try this? Just this for now. Do you think you could forgive me? For what? For being me. Deku. I can't forgive you killing people if that's what you mean. I haven't? Well, I haven't killed anyone since All for One was captured. I don't want to. You're a good person. I know you are. You're just with bad people. They aren't bad people. Stop saying that. Angry boy. Right? Sorry. Family. You don't know them, what they've been through. You say I'm a good person. Well then so are they. Best boy. I guess you're right. I shouldn't judge, but they're murderers. All for One. He says it's for our cause, for us to be free, to stop the heroes who judge us as villains just by our accidents and our uncontrollable quirks. Not to mention, you know, how he's the only reason I'm still here. Okay, I get it, I'll stop. We're from two separate worlds. But I wasn't lying when I said I missed you. It was really good to see you, even just for a little while. Blushy smile. Yeah, it was hard to send you away, but you upset me again and I didn't want to be mad at you. I want to start over. I want to know the new Ka-chan. I want you to love me how you used to. Make me feel important. Please, this baby. I want that too. I want to prove to you that I'm better. Prove that I'd never hurt you again. He's trying his best. Well then I'm glad I gave you my number. You're not going to tell anyone, right? No, I won't. I promise. And promises don't get broken anymore. It's okay. I can see it, Ka-chan. I know you're not the same, but neither am I. Oop. I think you're still similar. Adorable smile. Ha. I don't think so. Have you forgotten our first interaction in front of all your friends? Teehee. Containing myself was rather difficult today. The struggle. Well, I didn't have any problems with the way you touched me today. You were nice, not too much, super flustered. You can't say that now. I want to do more. You grew so well, Ka-chan. You're so strong and handsome. He's dying. Thank you, shy BAKUGO. We should stop. That can't happen. None of that can happen, no matter what. Annoyed with himself. But you said we could be how we used to be. Deku, we're on opposite teams of literal life. How would we maintain any form of real-world relationship like this? But Deku, don't get sad again. Can't we just stay this way? Work on it like this for a while? Pretty please. I guess. So I won't get to see you? All Might and Aizawa are already mad at me. I can't sneak out again. What about my birthday? Sad baby. Shit, it's this Saturday. I was hoping to see you on my birthday. Shyu woos. Deku, so stressed. Think about it? Please. Sure, give me till Friday night. What has he gotten himself into? Oh, Dabby needs me for something. Talk soon. Cutest smile. I guess so. Talk soon. He's so giddy. Bakugo sighed happily, laying back and holding his phone against his chest. Do I really get a second chance at this? To make things right? If I have any shot at getting Deku back on the right path, I have to try. He is determined. The next day Bakugo was feeling a lot better, enough to even leave his room and spend some time with his friends. I'm so glad you're out your room, Bakugo. When the others came back without you yesterday, we were all so worried, bless her. I didn't mean to stress anyone out, I just needed to do something for myself, trying to act natural, but I'm feeling better now. Please tell me you're back to normal for good, you were really freaking me out, too much stress. He wouldn't leave me alone, although I was super weirded out by the whole situation too, so we freaked out together, the poor boys. You guys are so dramatic, I'm fine. It's not being dramatic when you literally didn't show your face for 3 whole days. She missed him. Not that we missed your face in particular, he is teasing. Shut up, of course you missed my face, smug smile. Nah, if anything it was a welcome break. Babe, don't be mean, feels bad. I'm kidding, even I was worried, you don't get like that. Can we just stop talking about it, pretend it never happened? He is embarrassed. Suddenly his phone dinged and he pulled it out so fast, grinning widely at the notification. Oh, Bakugo? What's that face for? Shook. Nothing. What do you mean? He avoided eye contact and sat on a couch away from the group, opening the text. Ka-chan, I'm sad, pouty boy. What happened? Suddenly concerned. For real dude, who are you talking to? You're literally pouting right now. What is going on? Shut up, it's just my mom, why do you care? Eesh, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed, Kiro. Dabi and Shiggy are totally flirting in front of me, makes me miss you even more, you won't even let me flirt with you, huff. Wait, those two, really? That's unexpected. That's not the point. Salty. We're about to go out and I'm going to be stuck with them all afternoon. Where are you going? Just, out, you don't need to worry your pretty head, teehee. Speaking of your pretty head, I wanna see it again, puppy eyes. Bakugo blushed and once again caught the attention of his friends. Bakugo, you are not talking to your mom, do you have some secret girlfriend, or boyfriend? Oop. Well, after the Deku incident I'd say boyfriend. Who knew Bakugo swung that way, teehee. Deku, incident. Todoroki frowned at Bakugo, who just blushed harder at how close he was to being caught. Why do you suddenly all care so much about what I do on my phone? I'm just playing a game now, just keep painting or whatever it is you're all doing. He's bad at acting. We're preparing for the school dance, idiot. Sassy queen. Stop name calling, huff. Bakugo's phone buzzed again and he tried his hardest to keep a poker face as he looked. Hey, why'd you ignore me? Poor baby. Look, do you think I look good, flirty boy? Bakugo choked on air at the sudden photo. He coughed and got up from the couch to rush away from everyone calling after him. Bakugo, be careful. Kirishima, it's your turn. He is tired of being Bakugo mediator. Fuck, you can't do that. I was sat with everyone, they're already suspicious as it is. So stressed. Oh, did my picture surprise you? OMG. You look great. I told them all I was playing a game and then suddenly I'm bright red and choking in shock. They're going to question me so hard, not prepared to keep lying. Well, I'll have to leave you to handle that. I'm leaving now, oopsie. You're mean, fed up. Teehee, kisses. Bakugo shut off his phone with a pout. He was supposed to be trying not to get attached. So why was he upset that Deku was gone already? Bakugo, dude, what happened? Why is everyone up in my business? I don't need to tell any of you what I'm doing all the time. Seriously, had enough. I get that. We're just worried cause you haven't really been yourself lately. Kiri deserves better. Well, I've told you I'm fine and to let me handle it. Jeez. Bakugo stormed off and back up to his room, reopening his conversation with Deku and saving the photo. Hey, I decided early, I wanna see you for your birthday, sweetest smile. Oh dear, I really wanted this to only be 2 parts, but it became this long, and I still want to, actually finish it. So I guess this means part 3, help me. I really prefer making one-off videos, why do I keep doing this to myself? Oh, also I wanted to add this picture in at the end but couldn't figure out how it would make sense, but look how good this fan art is. I hope you're enjoying the story anyway. I know this one is a lot more angsty compared to usual, but I quite like the more emotional stories anyway, so I hope you don't mind a little less comedy for a bit. Thanks for watching and I hope you look forward to part 3. Love you all so much.